Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do a little half on in front of the camera, half behind the camera. I don't know if you can see me, but we're doing, this is week 24 of Challenge Me More in 24, and it just happens to be the 24th week we've just gone through. I have hair on me, I can feel it. But anyway, what I'm doing is I'm taking my garbage from my kitchen, my, from the pantry, from the bathrooms, anything, tissues. Carbon is the big one, is paper and popsicle sticks, cork, toilet paper, paper towel rolls, any of those things. Even if you think of your coffee filters, coffee grounds, of course, are more I guess they are carbon, nitrogen. I always find it hard to figure out which is which. Some seem very obvious, like the carbon from your paper. Your grass clippings, of course, are nitrogen. Food or nitrogen. But when you get down to things like coffee, and you go, well, wait a minute, if it's dry, does it make it more neutral? Once it's been processed through a coffee machine, the pH is more neutral, as they say. Just some other little things. Anyway, the whole idea is to try to collect, it's a goal for myself, try to collect up to 2,000 pounds. It's been a little stretched so far. We've had a little problems. This first part of the year is always a little drier, but I'm trying. And things like your eggshells. I pulverize mine. Oops, that isn't even eggshell. I just realized that. That's shrimp shell and some fruit that's been dehydrated and then pulverized. But that makes kind of like a powder, and you can add it to your compost. You can add it to your worms. You can add it to your potting soil. Just a little, put it around, and it will add some nutrients to your actual soil. I save the liquids from my cans of peas and corn, and the sugar in that adds microbes, bacteria, feeds the bacteria in your soil. On the other side, you've got, let me just go around to the other side. Over on this side, I've got rice that I rinse my rice, and then I put this in my watering can. But you could, if you want to fertilize your plants, say you have say your orchids. My brother-in-law is an orchid grower, and I always want to remind him that if he is having rice, rinse the rice, and then take that water and spray it on your orchids. Spray it on any of your plants, especially blooming plants would just love this, but it's wonderful. On the other side, though, I did want to show you that I had taken an onion, and I had the onion peel, and if you let that go for 24 hours, you can use that as a bug repellent, again, for your plants. Any of your old stuff here that of course, we very seldom have anything that goes bad, but if you did, if you had stuff that went stale and you said, oh gosh, I just, not going to work for me anymore, we're going to throw that out. Don't throw it out. Put it in the worm bin, put it in your compost, put it in your, wherever you would like to have it. And now I'm going to come over here and sit down and give you the beans of it. And I have my good old mushroom coffee that I'm going to take a sip. So I've got a little more voice. And I just want to real quick read to you what we save: our fruit and veg peels, we save our eggshells, our shrimp shells, our coffee grounds, tea bags. In the beginning I was kind of a purist. I had looked this up, that Twining tea, the English, I'm sorry, that's Irish coffee, only on some of them, their bags they have a little cellulose in them. And I thought, oh, okay, so I was breaking them open and releasing the tea leaves, but then, throwing away the bag. And I thought about that, and I thought, I've used it in the worm bin before, and after about 3 months, something like that, well, even less than that, this is pretty well dissolved, and you'll see like a little piece of plastic, like you've got a sheet of cellophane, like a little piece of cellophane got left in there. And at first, I before I knew this, I would think, what is that? I know I didn't put cellophane in there. Then I realized what it was. So, stopped using it. And then it occurred to me, why am I such a purist? I have the ability to pull it out. I'm putting everything through a sieve anyway. Why not have the advantage of probably 70% of it is recyclable, including the string and the little cardboard thing. It doesn't have a staple on it. So it all goes in now. So we've got that. We've got any leaves that I've collected, flowers. I used to put all of this out for my Wednesday garden trash, and now it all gets collected. And you've seen me with my GeoBin composter by Yardfully, I'm sorry, and then the smaller one, I have a mini, and I call them Senior and Junior. And I just keep adding to those. I actually have potatoes growing in Junior now, and I have added compost to it because the potatoes are actually growing. My first time growing, I call them real potatoes. I've grown sweet potatoes before, and they're a cinch, but I've never grown. It isn't an Irish potato. I always think of the potatoes they make potato chips out of, the big brown potatoes, as being an Irish potato. And then these are little red potatoes. But anyway, that's another story and another video. And 2 months from now, I hope to be harvesting little red potatoes. But all the things that go into our compost now are really... Rick keeps finding ways now. The tissues, we now save our tissues and paper towels. They all go in. Rick just bought a whole package of microfiber cloths, and I said, why did you buy those? And he says, I think it will be beneficial for him, whenever he cleans his bathroom. I mean, I didn't realize that he was using somewhere between 7 and 10 paper towels every week when he was cleaning his bathroom, because he was cleaning everything with paper towels. His mirrors and everything. I said, why would you do that? So he bought these so that, he can just, take them and use it and rinse them out, put them in the washer, and it's not going to cost us that much more to put in a few of these microfiber cloths, which hold up so much better than paper towels. Anyway, the things you learn along the way. I did then what I knew how to do. Now that I know better, I do better. Maya Angelou. Popsicle sticks, corks, any stale crackers, stale cereal, any of your dryer lint, if you're sweeping, any of that stuff that gets picked up. Let's see, what do I have? Did I pull it out? Did I do something with it? I don't know what I'm doing with myself these days. We're going to a funeral today, and it's putting me off kilter here. We had, I don't know what I did with my papers. I seem to have lost them, but I do remember from memory. This week, we had a great week. Brian not only brought us our grass clippings on Sunday, Saturday night, which I put them in on Sundays this week, but also I think he was going on vacation, so he cut his grass again 4 days later, and it was 11 pounds. So for week 24, we got 69 pounds. So we are at 789 pounds and 4.2 ounces, I think. So we're doing a heck of a job. We're not quite up to where we should be, but what's the expression? There it is. 789, 4.6 ounces. Not bad. 24 weeks. So we'll put our little stuff away, and we will do what we need to do on a Sunday morning. I don't know if you can see the clock. It's 5:45. So Rick, because the sun is coming up earlier, instead of leaving at 5, he's leaving at 4:45. So it gives me a chance to get things going early in the morning. So anyway, I will say, take my coffee, and I have now I have to clean everything up for the 24th time this year. I was thinking about that. 52 times last year and 24 times this year. We're making progress. We're making headway. I like to think that I'm doing something to help the overall spinning blue marble that we call home. And I hope that you enjoy this and that you follow along. I don't have a grand following. I look at my things and I see that I have maybe 44 views or 50 views, and I think, well, gosh, why am I bothering? Well, I'm bothering for those 44 or 50 people who check it out and go, gee, I wonder how many pounds she saved this week, or oh, gee, I do that. Oh wait, I could do that. And so that's always the good part. So anyway, with that, I will say I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday, and happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. There are so many good men. We used to always use the expression of, oh well, he's one of the good ones, or oh, there's only a few good men. There's a lot of good men out there, and I think men have come to realize what an important role they play in their children's lives and grandchildren's lives, nephews, nieces, neighbors. Stand up and be counted. I think many men have. I have a good one. We didn't have children together, but Rick has always been a good man and a good example of what it takes to be a good person. So anyway, I will let you go with that and say happy Sunday, happy Father's Day, and remember, garden what you've got really means use what you have. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I hope to see you back next week. Bye-bye.